I just got a police call. It sounds like it's a pretty bad wreck. It's a Ford Taurus that went off the side of the road. Basically, they're saying the car went off the side of the road about 30 feet or so into a pole of some kind, a cement pillar. I'm not too sure exactly what I'm getting into, but because of that, I'm gonna grab the wrecker. That way I can move the car whichever way I need to, and we should be fine. Out in Casket Lock, so it's gonna take me a little bit to get there, but I'll try to get this all captured for you guys, and I'll let you know when we get there. But yeah, see you soon. So what I was first looking for here was if I should hook up to the seatbelt to pull it back a little bit away from that cement pillar there. Unfortunately, I couldn't get enough of an angle using the seatbelt, so I opted to go with the front wheel. That seemed to work a little bit better to pull the car backwards. Now that the front of the car was clear, I put the one line with the winch bridle to the front of the car. Because it was centered on the car, as soon as the bottom of the car got towards that dip in the road, it straightened back out and pulled directly towards the truck. This way I could stay completely in the shoulder. I didn't have to get into the lane because we were on the freeway exit ramp, so I didn't want to block the lane at all just in case you got some fast cars coming towards me. Now that the car was all hooked up, all that was left to do was go grab the door, get it tied down and secured to the tow truck or the vehicle, and I opted to get it onto the tow truck. Luckily, ODOT was there to help me out. That was a bad one. I guess I'm probably just throw the door on the top there and then I'll just tie it to my truck because I don't know if I can put it back in there.
Alright, you want a hand into this?
Yeah, if you give me a hand, I can get up on top here. now that I got the car all hooked up, just wanted to make sure that the safety chains were all set up, and I moved us down the road so we're out of the way of traffic. Don't want to be on the freeway ramp any longer than I have to be. So we got that one out. That's definitely a first. I haven't seen one go behind the pillars like that. Luckily, the car was left in neutral, so I didn't have to mess too much with the steering. What I had to do first is I pulled it backwards to get it away from that pole. Otherwise, if I would have tried to pull directly to that front angle, I would have been pulling against the pole there, and I wouldn't have been making any progress. So what I did there was I pulled it back away from that hill there and a little bit towards me, towards the road. It made it a little bit difficult because it was down a hill, but luckily I have a chain bridle for this winch that I hooked to the front two corners, and then that way I could just pull the car up, and because the front tires were messed up anyway, it wasn't gonna roll. So it made it really easy. I just pulled it right to where my winch head was at. You can see in the video, the car wanted to, every time the front end kind of lost its tension, the car wanted to go forward kind of quickly. The front end kind of wanted to go faster down the hill, but with that tension on the winch, it wasn't going to go anywhere. The only thing I was worried about, if you notice in the very bottom of the corner of that little dip there was a drainage, like little culvert made. So I was kind of worried I was going to land on that by pulling the car down. It wouldn't have been a hard thing to correct. All I would have to do is pull the wrecker forward, which would make the angle of the winch a little bit steeper. But luckily, as soon as it got low in that hole there, the winch was able to pick itself up and pull it back up towards the front. And then once I got the front end pulled up close enough to the road where I could turn the whole car, that's exactly what I did, is I turned the front end close up to the road so I could get close enough to where my wheel lift would be able to grab the front wheels. Oh yeah, and if you like this video today, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me that people like what I do, so I'll be bringing more content as soon as I can. See ya.